Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and also support my small business at latricelemon.com. So today, and we're going to get right into this video, okay? Today, I'm very happy about this story I am going to be presenting to you guys. Of course, one side ain't good, but the other side is, okay? As you could tell by the title of this video, you already know what it's going to be. So we're just going to get right into this video. Yeah, so I was actually reading an article earlier today and I was like, wow, after everything that's going on, you got people doing all the crazy stuff that they're doing out here. Thank goodness there is somebody who ain't on the BS. Okay, so I'm going to read this article and I'm going to give my opinions as we go along. Okay, so it says Brandon man arrested after fish hawk woman catches him trying to kidnap 2 children. Yes, you heard that right. A dude was trying to take 2 kids that were not his, obviously, and a woman pretty much intervened. Okay, and I'm going to explain what all that means. So it says a fish hawk mother credited a fellow parent for potentially saving the lives of her children. All right. They arrested, it was the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Department who arrested 37-year-old David Daniels of Brandon on 2 counts of false imprisonment of a child and child abuse. It started at the Cherries Bar and Grill in Fish Hawks Park Square, where deputies said that Daniels told 2 kids he was going to supervise their walk home. 2 random kids. He's going to make sure they get home safely. Okay. So the lady who actually is our superhero, okay? The lady who's our superhero, she did not want to be identified. She wanted her identity to, be kept a secret because, and how she explained it was essentially like, this is just something that I would want you to do this if it was, if the roles were reversed. If my kids were in the situation, I would want you to do this. So I'm not trying to, be like, oh, like one of those people, for example, where they're like, yeah, I just tipped our waiter $100. Oh my goodness. Look, I tipped the waiter $100. Oh my God, y'all, look. And then, oh, y'all, she's just like, I don't need to prove to anyone that I'm a good person. I don't need to prove to anyone that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, what y'all supposed to be doing, what everyone's supposed to be doing is looking out for one another. Okay, we're gonna get back into the story. She said, I saw 2 children on their bikes and a male adult behind them. She told the news channel that she was outside by a nearby church when she realized something was just not right. Deputies said that Daniels had already hit one of the elementary school kids, they were elementary school age, in the head multiple times and had the other one in a headlock. One of the little girls was mouthing to me, please help me. This is not my dad. Okay. She said Daniel was clearly telling a tall tale. He was lying, obviously. He was kind of talking over her, right behind her, putting his arm over her neck and saying something in the ear like, we just moved here. We just want to see how we can help do whatever you're doing. That's what she said that he said to her. Okay. So essentially, she played along and then she welcomed them into the church and she, did some BS kind of engagement and whatnot, all in all, so that she can get the cops called. And then, they have them on bond for like $104,000. So, and that's pretty much the end of the story. Now, what I really like about this is just the fact that you have, there's still good people out there, okay? Because anyone else would have been like, not my kid, not my problem. Let me go and mind my business. Let me go over here or whatever, right? So I'm very happy that she ended up saving these kids because who knows? They said that you hit one kid and you had the other one in the headlock. That's what the cops said. Who knows what this guy, he could have been part of the child trafficking situation, possibly. And I'm assuming with almost every child trafficking is sex trafficking following right behind that. We don't know what could have happened. Maybe you had some crazy secret dungeon or whatever. I don't know, because I know when I was younger and I used to love watching, you watch the channel ID Investigation Discovery, and there's some crazy stories out there. If you think like, okay, Alex, you're being a little over dramatic. No one's putting them into a cage. No one's doing this. I've seen people get put into boxes, and this is based on true stories. Okay. Like, this is recounting real life events that have happened. People who are gone for 12 years, 15 years, and then out of nowhere, they just resurface. And you're like, where the heck has this person been? And then you realize they were locked in a box, locked in someone's basement. I remember I actually knew about one story. And this one, I was like, wow. Okay. I was just literally like flabbergasted. I was like, what? So it was a guy. He essentially would like kidnap. And it was only women that he was kidnapping, of course. He was kidnapping women. And a lot of them he claimed were runaways. And even some of them said, yeah, I ran away, whatnot, right? Or maybe they're in prostitution, whatever the case may be. Kidnapped them, put them into his basement, had them like locked up, chained up in the basement, wouldn't even feed them. And if he did feed them, it was like, a peanut here and there. It was so little to where people were saying that they were eating like some crazy things, okay? Like they were trying to eat like mattresses and whatever because they needed something. And they were like, I don't care what it is, right? And then he'll go down there, he'll abuse them, sexually abuse them as well. And, if they got pregnant, it is what it is. And if they had complications and they died, it was what it was, and it's just really crazy that you think, you wouldn't even fathom that someone can even do something like that. You know what I mean? But people do stuff like that all the time. I even did a story just recently. It was a whole operation. It was Operation Saving the Child or something. And then they found a boatload of trafficking, children, because I believe all of them were children from ages like 9 to like 17, so this kind of stuff happens. And it's really good when you're hearing about someone being able to, step in. And she was just, oh, okay, you're doing what? Hey, come over to the church, go help us out, call 911 on this dude, yo. So I'm very happy that we do have people who are taking that extra initiative, because you have a lot of people that's just like, not my problem, they ain't got anything to do with me, and then just mind their own business. And the next thing you know, 2 kids just got taken, and this also just goes with the whole, just protecting our kids, also teaching your kids. They said they're elementary school age. They didn't give the exact ages of said children, but what I will say is this: it's just making sure that your children understand stranger danger, making sure that your children understand you ain't supposed to be doing this, okay? I remember when I was younger, and me and my sisters, we had our younger brother, and we actually like taught him stranger danger, okay? We had like this big whiteboard or whatever, and we'll write on there, and we'll give like different scenarios, and we're like, okay, so if they offer you, hey, I got a new phone or a Nintendo Switch, hey, you want to come in my white van? We did stuff like that. As corny as it may sound, they'll think back to that and be like, is there a white van? Okay. They told me about these kind of people. Oh, is he offering me candy? Is he offering me a phone? Is he offering me this? Is he just a stranger in general? I don't care who you are. And then you could take it up with your parents. After everything is said and done. Oh, well, it's fine, little Tommy. I could go and follow you. Oh, no, cops. Every kid now has a phone. So if they did have a phone, which they didn't say in an article or anything like that, but I'm just saying, if your kid does have a phone, and teach them like, yo, 911 for emergencies. If you see some creepy guy is following you on your bike, call the police. If you see that, some guy is like, maybe you've seen him a little too many times. Okay. He maybe after you're leaving from your school or whatever, or wherever you're coming from, maybe you've seen him one time over here. Then you turn your head again and he's over here. Then you turn your head again and he's over there. That's creepy. Either call your parents or call the cops, because at the end of the day, I would rather you make, and it may just be completely innocent, but I'd rather a kid make just an overall false report if it was, if it was warranted. I'd rather a kid make a false report. Maybe the dude was just a regular dude and he just happened to be over there. Okay. Then you're not making any kind of report. You're not calling your parents. You're not calling the police. You're not calling anyone. And then we never see you again. So I'm very happy that someone took the initiative and actually stepped up. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I have for this video. Just let's protect these kids. Let's protect everyone. Okay. Protection does not have an age limit. Oh, okay. Yeah. You're not 18. Okay. Everyone, you're on your own. We ain't protecting you no more. Anything happens, that's on you. Protection does not have an age limit. Okay. So just everyone watch out for other people, help other people out if you can. But those are my thoughts and my opinions for this video today. And until then.